Yeah, you see the motion. Only a few things can happen when you get a motion like that. And Keontae Scott, he's seen that play a million times. He was able to jump in and make a play. That's what you go into the portal. You get these experienced guys to be able to make plays like that.
What a sudden change. Ohio State hits a deep shot to Jeremiah Smith, putting them.
Welcome back to the AT&T Stadium, and before the break, Miami had picked it off and intercepted.
Face this. They do not know what it's like. They don't understand what to do right here. This is a huge opportunity for Miami. Yeah, now there's a lot of football left, and it's not an accident that these guys are where they are. But that sideline went dead. Oh yeah, they had that pick six.
But it's two things that are showing up for me. You talk about Ryan Day calling plays. They don't seem like they're in a rhythm, and they're 3.5 weeks off. You're seeing that play a factor as well.
But you go back to your guy, Jeremiah Smith.
Quickly.
Right.
Yeah, and again, they ran edge pressure there, trying to get a matchup on the guard, but there Ohio State got rid of the ball quickly. And let me tell you, if he wouldn't have, Mesidor was right there.
And Coach Key, when you're down 14-0 like this in an instant, that was an emotional roller coaster. What are you telling your team if you're at Ohio State?
You got to settle them down. I mean, everything's fine. There's a lot of football to play. One play at a time. Play the next play. And my mentality, you don't have to win it all back in one play.
Right.
Be who you are. That's a good play for him right there.
That's C.J. Donaldson, the running back for Ohio State. He's a Miami kid. He went to Gulliver Prep. So this is important to him, I'm sure.
Here comes edge pressure again.
Wow. Is that O.J. Frederico over there in coverage?
And it's every single time. Anytime Ohio State is getting one-eye looks, they're going to take these shots on the outside. The quarters are going to have to continue to make plays. That's picture-perfect coverage right there against one of the best receivers
And I
in
love
the country.
the physicality, not being afraid to go right against it. That's twice now that Miami is held up in man coverage against the shot play on the outside. And there they had a center fielder to take away the post.
And y'all got to know, that's South Florida on South Florida crime. O.J. Frederick Jr. went to St. Thomas. Jeremiah Smith and what he did at Chaminade.
And got him, man! Got him! Whoa!
I mean, what can you do?
I mean, you can't do anything. You can't say it's not good. He's literally set it for a week straight. These guys were going to feast against Ohio State. Watch this right here. Literally everyone wins. You're going to bring pressure off the edge. Really good job by here. Once again, the guard getting blocked, but it didn't matter because there's so much contact. These guys have no options.
They're breaking them down, one-on-one protection, and it ain't working.
And Julian Saint's not a mobile quarterback.
Look at
That was a really good tackle in space.
They'll get some back on that play, but not enough.
It's a great point you just brought up again about Julian Saints not being the mobile quarterback. This is such a different attack for Miami than it was a week and a half ago because they can just contain. You get upfield, you got to sit. These guys can punt and go forward in a hurry.
I know what I just saw. Coach Ryan, they just did a big exhale. He looks a little bit overwhelmed. This is a different type of defense. That defensive line is one of the best in the country. We're going to have to do something to try to slow these guys down if you're Ohio State.
Barely into the second quarter, already have 3 sacks for Miami. Fair catch.
Fair
Not taking
catch.
any chances. We are going to head to break with that as Miami gets set to take the field on offense once again. Canes with a 14-0 lead over Ohio State here in this Cotton Bowl. Stay with us on the ACC Huddle Field Pass when we return.
We'll be right back on either side.
Now